This video is about Canon's FY2024 full-year financial results, the period from January 2024 to December 2024. Canon Inc. is a Japanese multinational corporation specializing in imaging and optical products, including cameras, printers, scanners, medical equipment, and semiconductor manufacturing equipment. Review of 2024. Canon's fiscal year 2024 full-year results were overall good. In the fourth quarter, Canon achieved over 10% sales growth in cameras and laser printers, and over 30% growth in network cameras and lithography equipment, driven by strong investment. As a result, full-year net sales increased by 7.9%, surpassing Canon's previous record high from 2007 and reaching 4.5 trillion yen, a target originally set for 2025, but achieved 1 year ahead of schedule. Excluding the impact of the medical business impairment loss, profit increased by nearly 20%, and the operating profit margin improved by 0.9 points to 9.9% compared to last year. Due to improved profitability, Canon decided a 5 yen increase in the year-end dividend to 80 yen, bringing the full-year dividend for 2024 to 155 yen, including the interim dividend of 75 yen. Medical business impairment loss. Canon recorded a 165.1 billion yen impairment loss on its medical business, impacted by COVID-19, the Russia-Ukraine war, economic weakness in China, and financial struggles in Japan's medical sector. However, Canon plans to invest 13 billion yen in restructuring, expecting a 10 billion yen profit increase in 2025, with further improvements from 2026 onward. This will be the only one-time loss this time, so there should be no problems with future performance. P&L, profit and loss, is also overall good, except for one-time medical impairment loss. In the fourth quarter, net sales grew by 9.5% compared to the previous year, driven by strong sales of new cameras and increased installation of lithography equipment. As a result, full-year net sales rose by 7.9% to a record high of 4.51 trillion yen. Gross profit improved due to higher sales, lower logistics costs, and declining parts prices, leading to a 0.4-point increase in the gross profit ratio to 47.5%. Operating profit grew by 18.5% to 444.9 billion yen. Income before taxes increased by 19.3% to 466.3 billion yen. Net income rose by 22.9% to 325.1 billion yen. With profits increasing by around 20%, Canon made steady progress in improving profitability. However, due to the 165.1 billion yen impairment loss in the medical business, overall profit decreased. 2024 financial results by business unit. Canon operates through 4 main business units: printing, medical, imaging, and industrial. The printing business is the largest revenue contributor, covering consumer inkjet and laser printers, office multifunction devices, and commercial printing systems. The medical business, strengthened by the 2016 acquisition of Canon Medical Systems Inc., focuses on CT scanners, MRI, ultrasound, and ophthalmic equipment. The imaging business includes digital cameras, professional video equipment, and network security cameras. Lastly, the industrial business supplies semiconductor and flat panel display lithography equipment, factory automation systems, and robotics. In fiscal year 2024, in the printing business, sales grew for the 4th consecutive year, supported by strong orders from Drupa 2024 exhibition. Net sales rose 7.5%, with profitability improving to 11.5%, a significant increase from last year. In the medical business, sales expanded in the U.S., but China's anti-corruption campaign and Europe's economic slowdown led to an overall decline in sales. Profitability was limited to 4.3% due to increased costs in sales expansion, next-generation CT development, and structural reforms. In the imaging business, Strong fourth quarter sales were driven by new camera series, along with entry-level model promotions. Full-year sales grew 6.5%, while network camera sales increased over 10%, particularly in the US and Europe, leading to an overall 8.8% annual growth. In the industrial business, fourth quarter sales surged due to efficient semiconductor and flat panel display lithography equipment installations. For the full year, the 25% increase in semiconductor lithography equipment sales was a major driver of double-digit sales and profit growth for the entire group. 2025 Outlook. Canon anticipates stable market conditions similar to last year. Growth is expected in lithography equipment, medical equipment, network cameras, and commercial printing, driven by increasing customer demand. For office multifunction devices and printers, Canon aims to expand sales by gaining market share, even as the market contracts. From a profit perspective, the effects of last year's restructuring of sales companies are expected to be felt throughout the year. By absorbing the remaining costs of restructuring in sales, production, and the medical business, Canon expects to improve its operating profit ratio to 11%. Dividend. Canon has decided to increase its year-end dividend by 5 yen to 80 yen per share, as the impairment loss does not affect cash flow, and the company generated over 300 billion yen in free cash flow. As a result, the full-year dividend for fiscal year 2024 will be 155 yen per share, marking a 15 yen increase from the previous year. For next fiscal year 2025, Canon approved a further dividend increase of 5 yen, bringing the projected full-year dividend to 160 yen per share. Dividend amounts have been increasing over the past few years. Acquisition of owned shares. Canon has approved a 100 billion yen share buyback program to enhance corporate value, capital efficiency, and shareholder returns. Canon plans to acquire up to 26 million common shares, 2.8% of issued shares, between February 3, 2025 and January 30, 2026. Canon is also proactive in returning profits to shareholders. Stock price. This is the Japanese yen-based chart for the last 1 year. The Japanese yen stock price is 4,881 yen as of February 6th, and the US dollar stock price is $32.63 as of February 5th. Current PBR is 1.36 and PER is 12.7. Dividend yield is 3.28%. Compared to the last few years, PBR and dividend yield show that the current stock price is relatively higher. PER is about the same figure. The company's performance has been good, and the stock price remains high recently, but dividend yield 3.28% is good dividend yielding. Conclusion. Although there was a one-time medical business impairment loss, the rest of the financial results were good. The company is also proactive in increasing dividends and buying back its own shares, making it one of the stocks that individual investors would like to own. We can expect good performance in fiscal year 2025, and Canon is one of the good Japanese stocks.